We saw that you hit $1 million in sales.
No on the money?
Congratulations.
Can you talk about U.S. leadership when we're supporting genocide? We must stop our government, even if it means going to jail. I grew up during the 1960s when the U.S. was involved in the war in Vietnam, and so I realized that war is terrible, that governments lie, that I shouldn't believe the propaganda my government says about war.
She grills US lawmakers over their unconditional support for Israel. She has led countless civic disobedience protests, and at the age of 71, she has already been arrested for her Gaza advocacy. TRT World meets Mehdia Benghamin, who has become one of the most active faces of the pro-Palestine movement in Washington, D.C.
My family is worried, but they're very supportive. They understand that we have an obligation as American citizens, because our government is supplying all of the weapons that Israel is using, and we have an obligation as Jewish Americans to show this is not being done in our name.
I wish they will rape you alive. They will film you.
Go to Gaza. Why don't you get kidnapped?
I'm a Jewish American, and while I was brought up by my parents to be very, very pro-Israel, they sent me when I was just 16 years old to go live on a kibbutz. I enjoyed the life of the kibbutz, but I also realized that there was tremendous racism against the Arab population. I learned about something called the Nakba that I never knew before, and I realized that everything I had been taught about this was a land without people for a people without a land was total lies. This is how they treat peacemakers.
This is
how they
Officer
treat
Women.
you
She's doing
in the public when you speak out for stopping a genocide. It's a society that now is in favor of ethnic cleansing. It's a society that has been okay with the oppression of Palestinians in the West Bank, not just Gaza. I have visited places like Hebron. They can't walk on the same sidewalks. They can't drive in the same highways.
Over 50+ years of anti-war activism, Mehdia Benghamin has demonstrated against the US invasion of Iraq.
Here comes the war criminal! He killed people in Iraq!
Challenged Barack Obama on the use of drones and Guantanamo.
Why don't you let me address it, ma'am?
I love the rule of law. The drones are making us less safe.
And her organization, Code Pink, confronted Joe Biden.
President Biden, you need to call for a ceasefire in Gaza!
In 2017, she received the Nobel Peace Prize with 1,000 other women who contribute to peace worldwide. She is described by the US media as one of the most committed and most effective fighters for human rights.
Use us. We can't use this day without calling for the freedom of Julian Assange.
But it remains to be seen if her pro-Palestine advocacy will be able to convince the majority of US lawmakers who have been until now reluctant to call out Israel's war crimes.
Shut up! Knock it off!
Do you think Israel should go in there and kick the out of it?
Congressman, have you supported a ceasefire? Terrorist. What, a terrorist? Is that what you said? Are you calling us terrorists?